We need to fight him early. We use travel expenses? I don't want to know. Maybe they're paying for him since it's like a tournament. I'm hoping. There'd be some kind of travel expenses. Flying all over the world like every day for a new fight. John Torres, thank you for following, man. Appreciate it very much. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. That's 2 failed attempts so far, and DJ's ruined both of them. Can't be cheap going to all these different countries. God, tens of thousands of dollars in flight expenses. Tens of thousands. Alright, we're starting over. Yeah, welcome in, John Torres. Hopefully this will be the run. I'm not doing so well right now, but hopefully I'll get back into it. Actually, I'm doing just fine if it wasn't for DJ, who's being a complete asshole and wrecking my runs here. I haven't lost to anyone but him. And there he is. Alright, you son of a bitch. Let's do this. Good, get him out of the way early. Now he just walks into my fireballs. Why couldn't you have done this last time? Love classic Street Fighter, and favorite characters from 2 are Guile and Dhalsim. Good choices. I like all the... I honestly like all the characters, but I always end up going back to Ryu. He's always been my favorite. He's the first character I ever played as in the arcades back in... I guess when the game came out, which was like 1992 or something. I was like 11 years old. So I was like, holy crap, man, this game's incredible. I'd never seen anything like it. Unfortunately, I don't have an arcade stick. I'm using a standard controller, so doing some of the moves is a little bit awkward. This is the arcade edition of this game. When I play fighters, I like to play characters that keep distance. Well, you couldn't pick a better character than Dhalsim for that. I think the game's well balanced for like fighting other players with all the characters, but for like going through the game, I was never good at it with anyone but Ryu and Ken. Everyone else I couldn't do anything with. And there's Dhalsim. Speak of the devil, there he is. Alright, we got DJ down, so... now we ought to be able to do this. Street Fighter 2 is legendary. I have a firm belief that it's the perfect fighter. It really is. It really is. Been one of my favorite games ever since I first played the very first one. Well, not Street Fighter 1. That one's kind of bad, actually. But Street Fighter 2 is just a legend. And it'll always be a legend. But this game's always going to have a special place in my heart. I was saying earlier that there would be no games like Samurai Showdown, no Mortal Kombat, no Fatal Fury, no anything, if it wasn't for this very game right here. This game started a phenomenon. Alright, let's waste time kicking a car, because for some reason Capcom decided that bonus stages were worth having. I think that's a carryover from Final Fight, because in Final Fight, you destroy a car after, like, Stage 2, I think. Alright, Cammy, let's go. I'm waiting for you to make a mistake. I'm not coming after you. I know how it works. Need to go back and watch that old Street Fighter movie again with Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Combo system wouldn't have been a thing without Street Fighter 2. It was a glitch, John. It was. They didn't intend for the combo system to work like it did, where you can like sneak one move inside another, the 2-in-1 combos. That was not intended, but it proved to be popular because it takes skill to pull that off. So good players were pulling off awesome combos with that. So that turned into its own thing. That's an interesting bit of fighting game history there. I was never very good at doing the deep combos. They were never really my thing. That's why I never would have been a very good competitive player at this game. And then there was other fighting games too. That's one reason I kind of like Samurai Showdown so much. It's not about big combos. It's about big single hits that do massive damage. I kind of like that more. That's not to say I don't like this game, because I do love it. Alright, you're just going to keep making mistakes, T-Hawk, and I'm going to capitalize on them. What a dumb move to do right there. Gonna do it again? Do it again. That's what happens when you keep doing that. It's harder depending on the fighter, but some play kind of the same. Yeah, they kind of do. A lot of the same strategies can apply for each fighter. Alright, I guess we traded even on those two hits right there. That's fine. Gotta be careful. T-Hawk does a lot of damage when he hits me with anything. Alright, there we go. No problem. This arcade difficulty is different. Both people take a ton of damage when they take a hit. You can lose everything like in an instant. I'm just happy DJ's down. I wanted to put up with him again. Yeah, it's going pretty... This run is much better, John. This is a two-hit combo there, and I lose so much health. You gonna roll at me? I know you want to. Dizzy and two hits again. I've tried to play some Street Fighter 2 online. I have the like the anniversary edition on Steam, and you can play it online with other players. I got wrecked. People using the cheapest strategies. It was just unreal. It was a wake-up call. It showed that I just wasn't very good at the game. This one guy was using Bison, and he was doing the Psycho Crusher move back and forth, and if I blocked it, he would come out of it and throw me like 100% of the time. The only thing I could do was time a perfect Dragon Punch on it when I was getting up, and that was nearly impossible. But credit to him, he found something that worked. Oh no, come on, this just slows things down. I wish there was a way to skip these bonus stages. They're a waste of time. We don't want to do a bonus stage. We got people to fight. Psycho Crusher is not invulnerable with projectiles, but the guy I was fighting just gave me no opportunity to do it, because once he knocked me down once, he was on top of me with another Psycho Crusher, and if I blocked it, he'd go into a throw every time. I was like, this is absurd. But that's the life of playing the game with other players. If they know the right stuff, they're just going to wreck you. Now I got to deal with Guile late, and that could be a problem. You don't want to jump at Guile too much. That flash kick is always lurking. Got him into a good little corner trap there. That was successful. I'm happy about that. That's not the start I wanted. There went the flash kick. He used it at the wrong time. Perfect. Got him, alright. This run is alive and well. Guile with his amazing hair. Yep, you can even pick that hairstyle in an XCOM game. In the first XCOM game, Enemy Unknown on the 90s XCOM game, all the male soldiers had the Guile hair. I thought that was amazing. I was like, somebody's a Street Fighter fan. So obvious he's modeled after Bruce Lee, Fei Long. Flash kick is a great example of Zoner's perfect anti-air move, I think. Absolutely. I'm just glad the computer isn't that predictable about using it. Because there was a couple of opportunities there where he could have nailed me with a flash kick. He just did not do it. But a real Guile player is always waiting for that opportunity. Alright, you know you want to jump at me again. I really don't like being pinned in this corner. That was nasty. One bad combo could kill me here. All the XCOM games have that hair. Yeah, even the new ones. I think I remember seeing that. Because that was a definite throwback. The Guile hair. Alright, Balrog. Wow. Trick is to keep him back. This guy's name was actually M. Bison in the Japanese version, but they changed it because they didn't want to be sued because they thought it was too close to Mike Tyson. So we got a name change for the American version. This was actually M. Bison in the Japanese version. Just keep them back. That's all we got to do is just keep them back. Let him make the mistakes. I'll counter him. Got me with a body shot there. There we go. Japan's Bison's name was Vega, and Vega was Balrog. That is 100% correct, John. That is it. I actually had the Japanese version of Street Fighter 2, the original on Super Nintendo. I ordered it early from Japan with a converter for the Super Nintendo because I didn't want to wait. I had to pay like an extra $20-something to get it, but I got it like 6 months early. And all my friends at school were like, dude, how the hell do you already have Street Fighter 2? It's not due out for a long time. I was like, I just ordered it straight from Japan. They were like, you can do that? I said, yeah, there's this place that'll sell you import games, but you had to pay a little bit more to do the shipping. It's going to be on the test, Raku. Yep, we're giving retro video game tests, so you better start studying up. Interesting little bit of trivia there. No, Vega, you're not doing it. I know that trick. There goes his toy. Alright, just a couple more fights to go. Even my dad liked this game. This helped him get into video games. He wasn't much for video games until this game came out, and I showed it to him. Hey, Dad, this is like a really good one-on-one fighting game. I think you might like this. And he didn't like video games. But then he played this with me for the first time ever, and he was like, wow, this is really fun. And I was like, see, video games aren't all bad. And he got into Mario Kart as well. Oh, you... We got him. Yeah, it was a perfect round there. That was lucky. That's not going to happen too often. I don't even think you can adjust a difficulty of the arcade version, or I'd put it on the harder one, but this is all there is you can do with this version. Alright, we got Sagat here. A TIE fighter. Come on, I know you're going to do your tiger shots. You always do. No problem. This is canon in the Street Fighter lore. Ryu scarred Sagat's chest. So this fight right here. Oh, your tiger uppercut failed. I countered it. Kind of lucky there. Only damage he did to me was me blocking a couple of tiger shots. That was a pathetic attempt by Sagat right there. Alright, one more fight, guys, and we've done it. Gotta get Bison down. And there it comes. Start being cheap. Oh, you shouldn't have stood there. Oh, you can't go through that. See, this is a balanced final battle because Bison is a playable character, so he can't use anything that a regular player couldn't. So there's a way to counter everything. What I was playing the other day, X-Men Children of the Atom, Magneto is not a playable character, so he could just use every cheat move available that is designed to counter everything you can do. That's why I was having such a terrible time with that fight. And that's it. The challenge is complete. Rocco ain't familiar with Street Fighter horror, but like Sagata's a fella that got a hole punched in his chest by Ryu, right? Yep, that's him right there on the right. He's basically got a giant scar. That is correct, Rocco. You're more familiar with it than you realize. Oh yeah, award ceremony. Where's Ryu as his admirers chant his name? He's on to the next challenge. Kind of like this channel, guys. Kind of like that's what we do on this channel. We don't celebrate too much, because there's always the next challenge to do. See, he's already seeking the next challenge, just like we're doing. Ceremony means nothing to him, absolutely. I feel the same way. Yep, we got him. That was a good run, John. I'm glad that worked out nicely that time. We got it done. Worked very nicely. Wonder if there's anything different if you beat it without losing a round. Or is the game just going to go back to the beginning? Oh, no, it's going to do the credits. Okay. Well, that's different. I don't think it normally does this. Oh, there's Street Fighter 2, no rounds lost. Not one credit, deathless. Well, I wouldn't even say deathless, no rounds lost. That's how you would call a run like this. This, as I said, guys, I'm very familiar with this game. I played it in the arcade growing up. I had the Super Nintendo version. I had 3 versions of it on Super Nintendo. They had the regular version, the Turbo, and Super Street Fighter 2, which was the one this is based off of. We never did fight Chun-Li in either playthrough. Really classic, iconic game made by Capcom. Capcom made all kinds of great stuff back in the day. All kinds of good stuff. I don't know if they're as great now, but they were an iconic company back in the day for really good games.